Bonjour, and welcome to the Whovian's Digest, episode 2. I have Brandon,
Hey.
Connor,
What?
Hello.
and Joseph.
What's
So,
up?
cool. So we've got some a piece of news here. It's a bit of spoilery kind of information that we found. Connor, do you want to explain?
About the theme?
Yeah, about the theme.
Yeah, if you listen to, if you type in on YouTube Missy's theme backwards and you listen to her theme, there's about 4 references, main references in there to past events.
Tonight.
And
Yeah.
to also tonight's episode, what could happen. Yeah, it's mostly like references to the 11th Doctor, like River's mentioned, Amy's mentioned, Clara's mentioned, yeah, stuff like that. And what I found interesting is that when I first heard it, just a minute ago, I actually noticed the Day of the Doctor reference as well, which we'll get to, I think, when we go more in depth about it. But yeah.
Yeah, Louie, it's pretty
Yeah.
freaky when you showed me that. The way I don't
Yeah.
know how that's crazy.
It's obviously all planned. Maybe because I personally I feel that the reversed version is even more creepier than the version that they play, which is creepy as it is. So maybe it was originally supposed to be that version, but they switched it.
Actually, something interesting that I noticed on the reversed is that in the background you can hear it's quite faint, which I think is the Cyberman.
Yeah, and it kind of sounds like typing as well.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Seb.
So what did they say? Clara's a witch.
The Wicked Witch of the Well, which is a reference to Day of the Doctor, where
And
when,
Hyde.
and Hyde, when Elizabeth, the first guards, get the 3 Doctors in through the wormhole thing.
Right.
11 says, "Oh, and over there, that's the Wicked Witch of the Well," and she does that funny accent.
She's like, I'm gonna turn you into a frog.
Yeah, and it's like a really, really creepy Day of the Doctor reference about Clara. So
Wow.
yeah.
But in Hyde as well, if anyone remembers, when it's like the Witch of the Well, and that's the ghost. Joe, do you remember that?
Wait, say it again.
The Wicked Witch of the Well in Hyde.
I don't remember that. I gotta go back and look at that.
The actual ghost in it that they're searching for is called the Wicked Witch of the Well.
Oh wow. Okay.
Maybe that could be. And I heard the word echo repeat a couple of times in it. Like, it was like Clara's echoes, but it says Clara is. I know someone said that they think it's Missy. Clara is Missy.
You know what's interesting is that from Hyde, right? It's like Hyde and Listen are connected because Hyde had the future time traveler, only this one being a female that was trapped and lost or whatever that the Doctor had saved. And then Listen had Orson Pink, who was trapped in the future, and the Doctor had to help him. So it's kind of interesting that, you know.
That's weird. And I'm going to put it out there. I think that Missy, I don't think she's Iranian anymore. I think she could be Amy, like an older version of Amy. They're both Scottish. She fancied the Doctor at one point.
I don't think so. I think she's Clara.
No, I don't think. I think she could be like a really evil, twisted version of Amy, or not. Maybe it's like.
You don't think she's Clara from the Snowman reincarnated because they said reviving the dead?
No, I don't. No, I don't think it's Clara. I think she's going to try to like scare them into. I think she's going to because in the trailer we.
She got the umbrella in Snowman though.
Who knows? It might be, but I don't know.
Clara had the umbrella and the Doctor kept twirling.
It could just be an umbrella though. Like
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sometimes an umbrella is just an umbrella.
Yeah, that's what I don't. I think that it could be, but personally, I think she's either like a twisted version of like Amy, or maybe I don't know. I've heard she could be Tasha Lem. I've heard she could be the Rani, obviously. But I think she's got something to do with the ponds, because River was repeated, Clara, and I think it's weird how in Asylum of the Dalek, Clara fancied Rory. No, Oswin fancied Rory, but like her and Amy didn't really speak.
Right.
I don't know. I always thought it was kind of weird, their chemistry.
Yeah, there'll always be unanswered questions about Amy
There's a lot
or
of
Amelia,
questions.
because I think there was 2 swings, and wasn't there 2 swings in her backyard? Or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah. It's weird.
And also, in the pictures, in the background, there was like Amy and somebody else, and it wasn't Mel, it was somebody else.
Had black hair but white skin. It was
Like Clara.
Mel's black hair and black skin. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, they're just quite similar as well in personality. Like, both very feisty women, they're both in control.
Maybe
Both clever. Who knows? But in the trailer, Missy says, like on the it's like on. She basically says like all the graves of planet Earth will be burnt. But then if you listen to it, I don't know if it's a Scottish accent, but it sounds like she said. If you listen to it in a different way, it sounds like she said, all the graves of planet Earth will give birth.
I thought she said all the graves will burn, because, like, meaning the old people.
Well, because I think Connor said, give birth.
I
And I was like, no. And then I
yeah.
listened.
Are you
I listened
talking
to it.
about the Missy scene in the elite scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, she says that all the graves of the earth are about to give birth.
Oh, okay. I got it back.
It doesn't say burned.
Because at first I thought it said birth. I listened to it and I could hear give birth, and I was like, because at first I was like, oh, that's not really that bad. They're gonna burn. It's like they're obviously like you wouldn't be able to remember who's buried or whatever, but they're dead anyway, so that's not that creepy. But give birth, that's weird.
That's creepy. Yeah, that's a bit
dark.
gross, I think, actually. Yeah, that is. That's dark.
That is creepy.
But the word Satan is used in the song as well. It's like Satan fucking or something, and it's like liar, liar, liar. Burden.
There was one review, I can't remember the site, that I read, and I'm sure that they mentioned hell 3 times in the review, and each time it was in italics. Which I think is a hint.
Because I've heard heaven, purgatory, and hell. Apparently, they stand for free W. It's like freeway, like heaven, purgatory, or hell.
Right. Okay.
And I'm thinking maybe like Danny, Clara, and the Doctor end up in each one.
That's interesting.
Like maybe. Because I know the episode's supposed to end with everything going wrong, and the Doctor's been given this new role for Death in Heaven.
Wow.
I wonder what that could be.
Now, how many hours till you guys see it? Because I won't see it till tonight, unless I see it on one of the sites.
What's the time now? The time.
Just under 6 hours.
On mine, it's 10:46 in the morning. So.
No, great. We have to wait 6 hours. Come on. Can't wait for this episode.
Well, listen, you guys should do. I know you guys are going to do a big show later, right? Were you still going to do a big show later, or no?
Yeah, we're just waiting for Jacob, but it's different times in Australia, so.
Right.
There's going to be a review on
I'll probably go
New
on.
Who review, like right after the episode. So,
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Nice to talk about Doctor Who,
Yes. Awesome.
which is why we're all here.
Yeah, I'll be out later, guys. But depending on what time I get back, you guys will be sleeping, maybe or maybe not. But if anything, if I don't get back in time, we'll do a real Whovian's cast. You guys are welcome. You know, if you want to do it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
thank you.
I want to get your your opinion on the episode. I can't wait for that scene where we find out.
I have to watch it at least 5 times tonight, so.
Yeah, what I normally do is I watch the episode, I call on the review, I would do the review, sure, whatever, and then I would watch the episode about 5 times until next week's episode. But it's a shame, really, that after next week, we're done till Christmas.
I know it is. But then you have some type of... I'm hearing an missing episode announcement that... I'll give you the scoop, Louie, and you can break the news on the Whovian Digest on the missing episodes, Doc, too, because supposedly the rumor I'm hearing from my sources that... And it could be wrong, guys, but I'm hearing that once Death in Heaven is finished, I think maybe that Tuesday or Wednesday, there's going to be like a teaser about an announcement. And then Thursday will be like, oh, is there going to be an announcement on Friday? And then that Saturday or something, they're going to build up and they're going to drop a bombshell about some episodes that were found. And that will hold us over until the Children in Need, which is supposed to be possibly a mini-sode. Not sure if it's Peter Davison and Peter Capaldi, or if that's part of the 5 Doctor-ish 2 that they're working on.
I heard it's a Sherlock Wholock thing.
Yeah, I heard Benedict Cumberbatch is filming that too. And then there's going to be a Children in Need special with Doctor Who, I believe. And then we'll have the Christmas special. So, and supposedly, rumor only, is that in January they're filming the anniversary special, which they may call an Easter special, that they will release in late March or early April, and that will hold us over until series 9 starts, which may be in August, and the episode count may be the restored 14. Which they'll say 13 plus, 12 plus the Christmas special plus the anniversary, which will be 14.
Yeah, I just really hope that we get a 13 episode season and a Christmas special, because one extra episode for this series wouldn't have been bad, because we've had some brilliant episodes. And
from what I'm getting from series 9 is that there is definitely a ghost story. That's one.
Yeah,
2,
it was a magazine.
Neil Gaiman is leaning away from the Weeping Angel story and leaning towards an Earth story with a new monster. And a massive rumor about River returning, and the finale is going to be like 10 times better than this one. That's what I'm hearing. So.
Yeah, I've heard that this finale and next year's, there's supposed to be a giant curveball that we're not going to see. Not going to be expecting it, and it's going to be like, whoa.
Yeah. So.
But looking forward to that.
Yes.
But Brandon, what do you think about this whole Missy thing?
Like, who do I think she is? Or like
after hearing this really creepy song, I recommend you watch it. Just type it in YouTube. It's really creepy. What do you think?
Yeah.
Has it changed your mind?
It was really creepy. Kinda, actually. Yeah.
Because it was... Sorry, go on.
It looks like she's going to be some kind of a creepy backstory kind of thing.
Yeah, because at first I was leaning towards the Rani theory, but it could... I'm half betting on the Rani, but now it's something to do with the Ponds.
Like, after listening to that, I think I'm not really sure if it is the Rani or not.
This could just be a massive coincidence, but the fact that it says it's kind of like Amy's dying or Amy darling.
Yeah.
But we see the Weeping Angel, the little cherub, so it could lean back to that, which would be pretty cool.
So, what missing episode would you like to be found the most?
Marco Polo.
Sorry?
Yeah, Marco Polo, or I've forgotten it. What's the first Patrick Troughton episode with the Daleks? Is it Power of the Daleks?
Power, yeah.
Yeah, the Power of the Daleks. Yeah.
I would love to
I'd
see
like
that.
to
The
see-
first proper new Doctor regeneration.
It's a shame that I think there was only 2 copies of the Power of the Daleks made, sent around the world. I think one was sent to Australia and one was sent to Singapore. And I think Australia. It was like Australia got the bulk of the of the Troughton era, but they jumped pretty much all their episodes 2 years before people started to look for them.
Such a shame.
Yeah, because they had like the Power of the Daleks, the Evil of the Daleks, Fury from the Deep, had all of those.
Oh, it's just a shame that history's gone.
Yeah.
I think Marco Polo was maybe the announcement, but I'm hearing there's more than one. So
Yeah, there were like I think 10 copies of Marco Polo made, so I think it's one of the likeliest to be found.
If you find an episode though, Blue Peter gave away a free Dalek.
Yeah. Have you seen the Recovered Underwater Menace episode?
No.
no, not yet.
Yeah.
I will watch it though. I have it.
It is pretty good. The earliest, yeah, it is the earliest episode with Troughton, I'd say.
Now the 10th Planet, they never got the last part of that.
Oh yeah,
They have
They did.
they have the regeneration scene because I've seen it
that
without
was
the
in
animating because
Blue
Blue
Peter.
Peter had a copy.
Okay.
Yeah, Blue Peter were given the 10th planet, I think, like the whole story, but they lost, I think, the final episode.
That's what I'm
not
saying. The
sure.
final part. Yeah.
Yeah. Just really
But at
annoying.
least you can see the first regeneration.
At least,
Yeah.
at least we have the clip. Power of the Daleks, yeah, that's completely missing. No, not completely, but there are clips. But
Yeah,
there's
if
no
Jack
full
was there, he
episode.
would know everything. Like what part
Yeah,
was
he
missing.
knows more about what's missing than I do.
He
No,
knows
I think,
more about the classics than anyone.
Yeah.
I think, like, yeah. I mean, I think the last story to be jumped by the BBC was, like, The Fury from the Deep in 1970. Oh, not sure.
We know we're getting a ghost story next year.
Yes.
I
think Peter Harness is going to write that ghost story.
Oh, I want him to be. He's confirmed that he's coming back by Moffat in Doctor Who magazine. He's like, oh, he's coming back. He was my favourite. Kill the Moon was one of my favourite episodes of this series.
Yes.
Kill the Moon and Flatline were just
Brilliant.
10 out of 10. Brilliant. Robot Show, a deep breath into
I
Dalek.
like Listen.
No, Listen was my worst. I
Really?
hated it.
Wow.
I thought it was a waste of an episode. I thought it was great up until the point we didn't see the. I hated the last scene of Clara.
Wow.
I'm going to send a link in the chat to this website about missing
I
episodes.
I
It's really
really
good.
didn't like the fact that the Doctor's like, there's no such thing as a creature with camouflage. No, evolution's never produced it, and it's like, excuse me, have you forgotten about the silence?
Right.
It was supposed to play with the mind. That's the whole point of the episode. I
Yeah.
just don't think some people appreciate that though. So
You know,
No, it's not I appreciate it. I just don't think it wasn't enjoyable as much as the other episodes.
Louie, you should review Series 8 on the Whovian's Digest if you want. Because I didn't know that you didn't like Listen, so it would be interesting to see where you could show points, what you didn't like, what you like.
Do that now, actually. I could do like episode 1, episode 2. Deep breath.
Why don't we take a break? Like, why don't we do another Whovian's Digest? Like
Yeah, we
5
could.
minutes.
Yeah, it could be like the reviews, and you can all give your opinions. Because
my massively biased opinions.
well, to be fair, I've got quite biased opinions on Listen. You know how much I hate that episode.
Right. We'll save it for the next episode 3, maybe.
I'll see you then.
All right, guys. So you guys ready to go?
Yeah, if anyone has anything to say before we leave.
No.
No, not really.
Great show, Louie.
Thanks. Alonzi, till next time.